Hi, it's Heather Smith here. This is an experiment, see whether it works or not. I am going to show you how I go through and refine the content that comes out in the Accounting Apps newsletter. I thought you would find this useful because what I'm going to do is work through what blog headings I think are going to be attractive and are going to hook the reader in. And I'm going to work through this. It shouldn't take very long. But if you are a content strategist, if you enjoy writing, if you work in the accounting apps community, then hopefully this will be useful for you. And you can see what I'm looking at based on sort of years of doing this, years of analysing analytics. But I'm just going to sort of go through, roughly talk to you about it. Okay, so that looks like everything is recording okay. So here is my screen with and what has happened is these are the articles that have loaded in, ready to go out in the newsletter, and the newsletter goes out within the next 24 hours. I use a platform, as you can see, called Rasa, and I'll drop a link in the notes below that you can access. And you can choose, I think, I choose that the space is 24 hours, so that gives me time to review it and make sure nothing goes into the newsletter that I don't want to go into the newsletter. Okay, but sort of my objective here is to go through headings and headings that I think are going to be useful. So let's come here. It's saying at the top here, content for upcoming newsletter is ready for review. I'll just shut that down. And here. Now, my focus is on accounting apps. My focus is on accounting apps. So I'm going to say no to this top one, which was a guide to registering a private limited company in Singapore. Not necessarily technical. This one, plant nursery forecasting for success. Yes, I'm going to say yes to that because some people will like that, and that will give them the exact information that they need. Not a lot of people, a very small amount of people, but what they may do is they may see it, put it aside, and then actually come back to it. Valuing and understanding your time as a family lawyer. Not sure about that one. No, I'm going to say no to that one because as an accountant, who I presume is reading this newsletter, that's not relevant to them. If it had been accountant, then maybe I would have said yes. But remember, these blog posts are not just for the accounting and bookkeeping community. This database is populated with blog posts, but they may not be relevant for us. So I try and sort through them to bring you the very best on the Accounting Apps newsletter. Driving law firm success from two sides. Oh, I'm not sure about that. So I'm going to actually hovered over the area there. I'm not sure about that. And I'm going to open the link and read that. Okay. Please, whoever knows the dear people, tell them that their blog headings consistently are not very useful and they don't have great hooks to get you in. However, the content is reasonably useful. So I'm again going to right click on this. I'm right clicking and opening it up. So this is Dear Cloud Inventory Management. I don't know actually anyone there. So great. The content is useful. The heading is it's just too boring. Okay, so let's hope you can keep up with my mind here. I'm going to quickly click on this one. Drawing law firm success from two sides. Now, high quality, customer trust. There was no technology in that one. Okay, no technology in that one. Flipping back and deleting it. Driving law firm. Okay, driving law firm success, deleting that. And you know what I've realized what's going wrong here is I don't have the the proper lighting on myself. So I actually, watch this, look at this, the difference in this. Oh, not yet, I've got to do it. So I actually control my lights. I actually control my lights using Google, but I don't like to use Google when I'm recording a video. But look at the difference on the lighting there. Good lighting is important in videos. Okay, so let's now close the law firm tab there and we'll pop into the Dear Systems. And so what they do is, and this is all accounting apps, you have all these new releases, which is great, but break down the new releases and highlight what the features are for your accountants, for your bookkeepers, and for your small business owners. So this is a lot of content. Look at it, so much content. This is great, but it's just that the heading is boring and it's not going to attract people. So what I now do is I actually, for this one, because this is a regular problem one for me, bless their cotton socks, I go in and try and work out something I can say. Let's see. Bulk deletion of product suppliers via CSV file import. That might be useful. Oh, okay, this is it. This is the one that's going to grab me in. Product images can now be added to stock, task, documentation, templates in Dear. Okay, so I'm just going to grab that because someone's going to remember that and think, oh, that's good. Some of the stuff is so there's some great releases there, but they're just not breaking them down enough. Ooh. Oh, and a redesign of their BTB portal. See, look at all that information about Dear. And I don't have a problem with them releasing this. I don't have a problem with anyone releasing a blog post like this, but break it down and highlight, this could be 10 separate blog posts broken down and explaining how it can be used for each person, for each audience. Okay, so I'm going to pop over here to my platform. And I'm going to pop here into edit. And excellent. And then I'm just going to update that, save. Excellent. There's a lot more chance that someone's going to click through on that and read that now. Okay. So you can see the refreshing of the screen. I now have 69 articles because I opted not to include some of those articles. Okay, oh, that looks interesting. It's going to be really interesting for someone. Okay, so this one here, I personally hate the inclusion of someone's specific name. No one knows anyone. No one knows who this person is. I'm sure he's a lovely person. No one knows it. So this kind of post, gone. It's gone. Don't want it. Okay, Zapier do good articles. So this is from Zapier. What even is Google Contacts? I don't know. That sounds interesting. Zapier consistently do good articles. It's technical, it's useful, and that article could appear on any accounting app blog. Okay. Brilliant blog title. 4 stress-reducing Google Calendar settings you didn't know you needed. Fantastic. I would encourage you to just copy that blog heading and reuse it in your own universe. 4 stress-reducing settings about your solution that you didn't know you needed. So that's going to be great. Top 3 ways to create a handwritten signature online. Great. Okay. Okay, I don't have a problem with this one, introducing the SIFE dashboard templates gallery. Not everyone will know who SIFE is, but it's kind of clear what it is. It's explaining what it is, so that's okay. Okay, this blog post is an announcement of winners. It's not relevant to my audience. It will confuse people, so that's gone. Okay, let's pull up a bit. I don't exactly understand that, but how to solve problems and make informed decisions. I love that, so that's staying. Revel Systems rapidly delivers new features in response to needs created by COVID-19. I'm going to right click and have a quick look at that. But that's relevant. That's relevant. And the fact is, everyone could probably summarize all the releases they've made in the last 3 months and do a similar heading like that. I'm just going to pop over here. Oh, look at that. Close. Hospitality. So Revel's hospitality technology. Oh, okay. And you can imagine hospitality. Yep, that's going to, so I might say hospitality technology. So I'm going to pop back here and do him a favor, and I'm going to go edit. Oh, look, I should put my keyboard there. I'm bending around. The hospitality solution Revel Systems, hospitality solution Revel Systems rapidly delivers new features in response to. Okay, great. So not sure about all those capital letters, but I'm not going to go into that detailed editing of that one. Okay, so you can see I've got these ones up here. I'm going to close them down, pop back here, and look, did it again. I'll open it up. And okay, I'll keep going while I'm looking at that coronavirus and lockdown. How have our customers handled it? No, I don't like that one. I'm just, I'll have a look at it, see if there's any technical in it, but I'm tempted not to include that. 5 reasons you need a business continuity plan. I don't have a problem with that. The silent spreader, paper hurting more than just webs of our fingers. The webs of our fingers. Okay. That will be of interest to people. It's bizarre, a bit left of center, but it will be of interest. So I will keep that in there. Adapt and thrive in challenging times. That's motivational. I will have a quick look at it to see what it is. So now I've opened it up. Let's have a look at the time-tastic one. I'm interested if it's talking about technology, the bad stuff. Did they do any technology? Any technology? Kids, guitar, stay at home, see lives. They haven't highlighted any tech. Oh, there's a cute dog. Okay, we should probably include it because there is a cute dog. However, they really, don't forget the time off. They really haven't touched on technology. So lost it. That's lost for me. Okay, because the newsletter is very focused. Accounting apps technology. So let's look at this next one we have. Adapt and thrive in challenging times. I don't know any of those people, but that's great. So what was this? This was a virtual meetup of law firms and expert consultants. Key takeaways. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, so I think it is, let me accept that. I think what it is a follow-up. It's like a summary or key takeaways of a webinar they ran. Okay, that's great. I'm struggling to follow it the way they've written it, but it does look like it has some accounting technology involved in it. So I'm going to, Dragon Legal. Okay, goodness, people are still using Dragon Legal. That is amazing to me. But text line, that looks like a cool SMS tool. So there's technology in there. I like that. And I think maybe if you concentrated on trying to understand the flow there, I think the flow of that is difficult, but that's not necessarily what I'm talking about today. But you can see the flow, can be a problem. So adapt and thrive I'm keeping. And I'm going to go here. Let's see what ones. I dropped one, which was the time-tastic one. How have our customers handled? I've lost that one. But this one, this is my dear my dear one, 21st of June. Remember, I had one on the 28th. I'm going to shut down there, adapt and thrive. Remind me that we're keeping that one, but this one we're going to open up and we're going to find, because the content's good. Hopefully you understand why I'm saying that. I think the content's, I don't have a problem with this post, but this post is going to die in my newsletter. However, the content is good and it could be pulled out. Okay, so let's see. Oh, wait, that's the 28th of June. What happened then? Open link. Ah, look at that. See what that did? So they actually released it. See over here, they released it on the 26th. The 21st of June, they released it on the 26th, but they actually have, they clearly have an update, but they're kind of re-releasing it and then re-updating it. So it's the 28th again. So not technically sure how they're doing that, but that means that one's already included and I'm not going to include it again. Let's keep going. Why Square uses reserves. Okay, Square, I'm going to open the link there. Square normally has really good blog posts. And what's interesting is Square has blog posts for Australia, like 5 different countries that has their own specific ones. They've actually been really supportive in helping me get the information I need from them. Okay, I don't know what they mean by the word reserves. Reserves, I'm not sure whether reserves is technology or a solution. Okay, I'm going to leave it in because Square is a solution. And for someone who's using Square, they may understand that. And I'll probably get like a zillion emails telling me what that means, but I'm sure it's understandable for people who know that. Okay, so why Square uses reserves. I'm going to put that in there as well. Copy. Longer blog headings that explain what's happening are more helpful. So the length of it actually gives you some more context about whether you should jump in. Reserves means a number of things. Well, reserves, I'm sure probably to everyone means like a forest. So reserves means a number of things to different people. Okay. Dear, look, Dear have a great heading now. 8 key features to look for in manufacturing inventory software. Fantastic. That will be really good for some people. Excellent. End of financial in Australia. I love this because it actually is specific for the country. Great blog title because it's specific for the country, and what to do and when you're going to do it, etc. Okay, this one is just going to be too confusing for most people. As soon as we say webhooks, we've lost people. I know there's some people listening and going, yes, we like webhooks, but no. Okay, so this one, okay, expert consistently do great blog posts, but I'm just going to come in here and edit it. How expert saves Adelaide Chartered Accountants. See, I already know this one. How expert saves Adelaide Chartered Accountants and business advisors. Okay. It will be a very long heading. But I've taken the specific name away and put in the context. what type of person it was, which was a chartered accountant. I know it's a chartered accountant and a business advisor. I also know that they're actually based in Adelaide. I could have left off the Adelaide, but Adelaide's, I think it's quite a well-known city, and that's why I included it. So there was some sort of personalization there that potentially anyone anywhere in the world would potentially know where Adelaide is. I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But that sort of personalization draws you in. See how long it is now. But that's okay. I'm going to remove that one. Upcoming changes. It's a little bit too boring. Oh, fantastic. Okay, how UNICEF is using data to ensure global. Okay, that's a good one. It's interesting. I love anything to do with UNICEF. Tableau is quite a big solution, so I don't think it really impacts a lot of my readers, but it does have. It's relevant. I should keep it in there, and that actually is potentially interesting article. The big data situation regarding like COVID-19 is horrible, but the big data is kind of interesting, and what people can do with it visually is kind of interesting. Process Street has a makeover. I don't have a problem with that, but what people will have a problem with is they don't know what Process Street is. So I'm going to open the link there. And I don't know what this one is. This next one, I'm going to open the link and I'm going to read it. Process Street. Oh, it's the workflow management tool. That's what I'm pretty sure that's what Process Street is. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to pop back in here and go. It's probably going to start talking to me. Edit. I think it's a practice management solution. Is that correct? Are we happy with that being a practice management solution? I'm just going to pop in. Pretty sure that's what you are. The workflow process and workflow management solution. Okay. The workflow management solution. Okay. I don't have a problem with the name of the solution being included in the blog post, but recognize that many people may not even know what the solution does. So let's associate what the solution does with their name, what the solution does with their name, what the solution does with their name. If it's one that we're not going to know. And the difficult is I'll probably know a lot of Australian and New Zealand ones, but it's when they're from overseas, and I do try to include as many overseas as possible. But, you know, you see here, like again, we popped here, the hospitality solution Revel. Well, great. Bam, it's associated. It's associated. Once we have that association, as soon as we now potentially go down and have a hospitality client, maybe that's one that we think of. Now, I also had this article to review, Property Me. God, I don't even understand this. Property Me Integrator Spotlight Payrec. Okay, so the confusing thing here for me was this Spotlight reporting, but I actually don't think it's anything to do with Spotlight reporting. Goodness me. Since the inception of Payrec, the digital invoicing platform has helped countless businesses streamline. Let's dive in. Oh, okay. So the solution Property Me is showcasing another solution called Payrec. Okay. And the confusing thing here is like me, along with many other people in the community, see the word Spotlight, then think Spotlight reporting. So I'm going to pop back here. Where did we go? That was Property Me. So I'm going to shines the light on Property Me, shines a light on Payrec. Payrec, popping here. I think it said the digital invoicing platform. Okay, summarize, pop it in, paste, save. So well done to Richard Francis and his spotlight branding. But yeah, I couldn't see that without thinking spotlight reporting. Well, let's get back here. Okay, that's easy now. Yeah, look, that's a useful one for my clients. Okay, this one here. Again, this one has got a lot of brand names in it. So BGL's a brand name, BGL's the business name, Adobe Sign's a brand name, CAS 360 is the brand name, and Simple Fund 360 is the brand name. So I'm going to edit in there, and Adobe Sign is digital signatures. So I'm going to pop in here and change this to embrace digital signature feature in, and then I'll grab that, cut with new Adobe Sign integration. So I'm just making sure I've got that all right. Embrace digital signature feature in CAS 360 and Simple Fund 360. I might even ampersand that. Just shrink it down a little bit. So it's a long, I don't have a problem with a long blog post, but too long is, you're telling too much. With new Adobe Sign integration. Okay, so that's fantastic. And it does pop down there and say BGL as soon as that. And we can say here, I'm not sure whether that comes through. I think it's, okay. So hopefully you understand why I've done that. While that's happening, I'm going to go and shut up these old blog posts. Look at them popping up and saying hello to me. So we're at 63 articles. We've lost 9 articles. Let's keep going down. White. Okay. Sendle do a lot of articles about their customers. So that looks like an article about their customer. That looks like it's going to be not got much technology in it. And I see on the right-hand side here, I'm having a quick look. It looks really interesting, but it's not on accounting technology, and I try and keep it really focused and really tight. So unfortunately, looks like a great article, Sendle, but we have kicked you off. Okay, yep, happy with that one. A guide to selling wholesale with WooCommerce, excellent. Click, oh goodness, I hope you can't hear that gardener outside. Click selects Global Transformation Award winners. Nope, not interested in any award winners, never interested in award winners. Best of the Tableau web, sparking creativity and new ways of thinking. Okay, yeah, look, that's a good one because we like innovation. In this technology field, we like innovation. So hopefully that's a good one. While I'm here talking to you, recording a webinar, I do keep TechSmith in here. This is what I use myself. And I think that's useful for other people because as well as sharing content, I like to encourage people to create their own content. Trello consistently does, and I should mention, I use nearly all of the TechSmith products for a lot of the things that I do and record. Trello. This, I think, is going to be a good one. Trello is a tool. I want to not click on it. Yeah, look, yeah, I'm not going to click on it. I want to try and accept it as quickly as possible. But yes, I'm going to accept that one. Ooh, okay. Capsule CRM. Product updates. Okay, I have to go in. You know what I said before? I have to go in and identify what's going on in there. Released of commercial rents received on UK June quarter date. I don't even understand what that means. Okay, so I'll have to click in. I like release, but I don't understand what that blog post means. So let's pop over here. What I'm trying to highlight, what I'm trying to surface is a hook, is something that's interesting, something that's going to think people are going to go, oh, okay, that looks interesting. I'm going to open the newsletter and now I'm going to click through and read it. Let's say Capsule CRM. Oh, create customizable titles. See zero quotes. Oh, okay. So that's something. You can now see. That's going to be of interest to my audience. So I'm going to do that one. I know that probably I'm zero heavy. I tried to be neutral, but there's going to be a lot of people. So you can now see zero quotes in Capsule CRM. Okay, so I'm popping over here. CRM. Excellent. And I'll, not sure whether that update's down there, but I'm going to pop that in there. Paste. Save. And so I'm going to close on that one. The media release. Let's see what this media release is about. Media release. Just 18.2% of commercial rents received on UK June. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is actually kind of really exciting. I just found that heading confusing. Okay, but this is exciting because what they're doing is they are deep diving into their own data and surfacing relevant information that's actually newsworthy. I just would have phrased it a bit differently. So let's see what Thomas said. For months, the industry has been speculating the real released release. So property management solution released. Okay, let's pop back in here. Where are we going to find you? Released, edit. That heading may be completely fine for a journalist. We're not journalists. Release property management solution. Property management solution. Quantifies quantifies the pressure both landlords and tenants are under. I want a bit more of a hook on that. Quantifies the pressure both landlords and tenants are under with latest data. How about that? With latest client data. With latest client data. It's I think it's autonomized client data with latest client data with latest autonomized. So you can see that. See, from a community and well-being point of view, I don't want to be using the words crisis, and stressful, worst performing, stressful words like that. But this was a media release, so I understand why Tom and his team have done that. Sobering. Yeah, that's a bit of a harsh word, isn't it? Oh, okay, I guess sobering, okay. Property management solution released quantifies the sobering pressure both landlords. How about that? Quantifies the sobering pressure. Sobering pressure. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Hopefully it'll grab some people in to read about it. Great solution for you to check out. So, you know, this is what it's all about. Recognizing, here's a piece of information. Oh, release does this. Okay, what does it do? And, you know, you then are in a position as an accountant or a bookkeeper to read the newsletter, learn a bit more about them, learn what they do, and then potentially when you or your clients need something like this, you can point them in the right direction. So let's keep going down. We're removing the additional COVID-19 discount. We don't need to know that. Boom, gone. Don't really like touching on pricing. Don't really include pricing in it. I want technology, I want innovation, I want features, I want benefits. Goodness me, I don't understand that. Okay, let's see. Credit card fraud. Okay, I'm going to open up that and read about a bit further. Neato blog, best practices for eBay 2020. So that's good. Rippling featured in Form's next $1 billion startups list. Not boring. Not interested in that. Buy busy work, automating carrier fulfillment and quoting for brokers. Excellent. Good article. Agency business development, 7 tips to win new business. I'll have a look at that. Might be relevant, might not. Okay, working from home. So, yep, staying productive, using some tools. Excellent. Oh, this is from my own blog. This was the latest podcast, which was an interview with Rosemary King, who is the new head of product at Float. So I encourage you to listen to that on the podcast, Cloud Stories podcast. Reaffirming our commitment to tally customers. Yeah, no one's interested in that. Like I said, your customers. Not in my newsletter, they're not interested. We'll continue to be here for you. Gone. Infodoodle. Okay, so this is a great little solution out of New Zealand. And yep, we'll keep that in there. The founder has the same name as my brother too. Okay, so I'm just let's have a look at this. Bam, release. We've looked at that one. Let's see if Heather can understand this. Critical Magento. Okay, so this is not a character from a movie. It's not a color. What is Magento? Okay, it looks like it's a website solution. Gosh, okay. Before you go, oh gosh, that was terrible, wasn't it? So because they did that to me, I'm going to dump it. No, I won't. I think it's too hard for people to understand. I think some people will understand it, but I don't. And if I don't, then it's probably unlikely other people are not going to understand it. So let me go up. Critical Magento, gone. Okay, let's pop over here to Scythe. Scythe has a little robot. Oh, little robot. Are you looking for a tool to create awesome dashboards? Agency business development to win new businesses. Number 4, build credibility by podcasting. I don't know about that. 7, agency business development tips. Yeah. Okay. It's not technology happening there, so you're gone as well. Okay, let's pop up to the top at Scythe. Didn't have a problem with the article, but it wasn't technology related. So let's pop down. One-stop solution for all your HR and payroll needs. Okay. Oh, look at this. This lady. She appears in all the blog posts. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's these guys, but she appears in lots of blog posts. So this is interesting. It just seems to be saying the same thing over and over again from the same blog post. And what will happen is they will only, your newsletter would only pull up one of them anyway. Yep. Okay. So that one's okay. Yep. Integrate. That's interesting. Okay. Sift puts out lots and lots of posts. They're very, very, very short. And what is depreciation? Unlikely that the community. Oh, look, it's an okay article. It's just tiny. It's short. It's what some people do in their blog posts is they put definitions of every accounting terminology in there. So that's essentially what it is. It's not teaching us about technology, so it's not really helping us. So we're going to say sorry, Sift. So Sift always does very short articles, and it is on this trend of describing or defining all terminology, which is, I guess, helpful for SEO. Okay, that's an interesting one. That will be liked by people. How customer feedback can improve your e-commerce. Okay, so remember, so why sync, great solution, but gone. We don't want people talked about. Okay. So Charles Schwab, I think that's like a sort of a portfolio. So that's relevant. ShareSite's a great little solution, so we'll leave that. Oh, see how it's got that 92 ways to save? People will love that. Release the Australian office market after the Australian office market after COVID-19, 3 impacts for landlords. It's a bit clunky again. And I don't know. Okay, I'll leave that one in. Leave that one in. Oh, this one, my 5 favorite things from ClickWorld, gone. It's, I'm going to look, see if there's any real good technology in it. Webinar, let's see if I look at that one. Everything in one place, visualization, dynamic views. I don't know. See, I don't know what ClickWorld is. I don't like conference ones, but let's have a go back to it. Yeah, I think people won't like it because if they haven't been, they don't know. I don't know it. Yeah, okay, but let's have a look at this webinar. Live plan, webinar forecasting, reporting and cash planning. It's just signing up for a webinar, so it's not actually a blog post, so pop that out. Okay, so that's a webinar, but this one might. How to sell advisory services to your clients. People will like that one, so I'm not going to move that one. How to viz responsibility at your work with how to viz. Oh, okay. How to visualize. I presume that's what that's meaning. That's great. We'll keep that one in. God, is there nothing? I think people will be. Hopefully, everything in that is okay. Yeah. Okay. Does a 4-day work week actually increase productivity? Oh, look, people are interested in that. How to perform a firing. Okay, well, I can't get rid of that one, can I? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to the top and see how it says there, show any active records. What I'm now going to do is flip and show inactive records. So these are the ones that John West rejected. but I've gone through and rejected some of them, so it shouldn't be too much of a process. So these are the 31 articles that I've rejected or they've rejected. Sometimes the robot, my little robot, where's my robot? Got little robots everywhere. My little robot rejected it. So I'm just going to scoot through and see if I can see any ones that we should include. Org structure, note and visualize your workflows. Okay, I'm going to open that one up and have a look at it. Don't like its hyphen use there. That was bad. So you can see we looked at many of these already. We'll continue to be helpful. MRP. Let's have a look at this one. So this is similar to that deer one that I do. Okay, I'm just going to see if this one, org structure. See, there needs another dash in there. Note and visualize your workforce. Okay, accept. Oh, this is weird. Yeah, they do this like text message posts. I don't know. Please let me know if young people like this. I'm not going to let that in my newsletter. Go, don't come and attack me with your stuff. Download, no, gone. Okay. Week 26 in manufacturing news. See, it's just news. It's aggregated news. So again, it's not relevant for me. Okay, so that's it. Bam. So I'm going to go back into, show active records. So what's going to happen now is if you are subscribed to my newsletter, you will receive 15 articles. I think it's around 15 from these 51 articles loaded. And if you then click on them, see how on the right-hand side, Google Apps, that one has the meta tag Google Apps on it. If you click on that, it recognizes that and associates that with you. And then the next time you receive a newsletter, it's likely to include, if there is something with that sort of similar meta tag on it, that sort of similar article. So it adjusts to what you're clicking through on, what you're opening up, what you're clicking through on. So hopefully it becomes a really useful newsletter. So I'll have in the notes below where you can subscribe. So that's heathersmithau.com. So subscribe to the newsletter. Hope you like it. And get in contact if you think your blog feed should be in my database. Get in contact with me and I can add it in there. Always happy to add them in there, and hope you found it useful. Hope I didn't upset anyone. I am selecting and editing these for my audience, which may not be relevant for you, but for my audience, accountants, bookkeepers, and people in the accounting technology space. I was adjusting everything so I could try and get those blog posts that were useful and in front of them for the newsletter. So I hope you found that interesting. Thank you for watching.